Megafon. Eller...
这个 ไ I show something it's members party, right? Or it's just a, I think it's live. It's members party. No, I think it's live. Or it's just I think it's live. I think it show like show something funny to the chat. Show like oh, I thought it's something funny. Oh, I thought the second time I made it. The second time I made it.
이거 봐 이제. 이거 봐 이제.
Sorry. Depends like $50. Depends like
So white. So white. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, sorry, I know. No, I do white, but so white. Okay, thank you so much. Got it? Oh, sorry. I do.
Sorry. Sorry.
kind of white. Yes. Yes.
Daddy, you want to sit up? You wanted a significant right here.
Hmm?
Daddy, you want to sit up? Want to sit up? You wanted a significant right here.
Ariel
This is a makeshift. I think I want this.
Razer cupcake. ये देख मेरी घड़ी तो पहनी हुई है, हिल रहा है हाथ। पीरियड चल रहा है। Cupcake. ये देख मेरी घड़ी मेरे काम कर रहा है। पीरियड चल रहा है।
So roughly, I would say 10 seconds. 5. So roughly, I would say 10 seconds. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7 seconds. 7.
Hello? The camera. Hello? Oh, just put a face into the camera. Oh, just put a face into the camera.
Hey guys, do you want a poster?
Yeah, sure, man.
Hey.
Thank you.
Your friend is guys. Do you want a poster?
Yeah, sure, man. Thank you.
Your friend is
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Hello. Hi. Everyone. We're going to start now. Hello. Attention, please. Everyone. Hi. So, Pasama's pose. Attention, please. Sorry to everyone who's been queuing, but we're closing the Pasama because we're starting the Pasama's pose. So, the Pasama will open up again in between mat after mat 1. Okay? So, the Pasama will open up again in between once again after mat 1. Step on the one area. Thank you. And once again, do not step on the one area. Thank you.
On the back 2 rows, if you don't have tickets, please stand forward because we have some ticket holders that have priority to the seats first.
if you don't
So
have
yeah,
tickets,
please stand forward because we have some ticket holders that have priority to the seats first. So yeah, please.
Sorry? Ideally not actually.
Yeah, but
Sorry?
it's fine for now.
Ideally not actually.
Yeah, but it's fine for now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go!
Let's go! point, they have to work for at least a little bit of extra income on this device. So there's at least an opportunity to rotate back the other way. LEVIATAN is
Feels Wilkie coming through.
The first paper X, we know, the challenges members, that this is a team that has a history, that has some pedigree. Just asking yourself, is it going to be like Toronto last year? Is it going to be destined? Just asking yourself, is it going to be like Toronto last year? Is it going to be destined?
Just being the big initial function to be there. Work the outcome and not the thing. Big initial function to be there. Something's off, but it's pretty pushing ahead of this one. Something's got to tap around the corner.
Huge start for paper X on this defender side. Stymie, LEVIATAN. We're so explosive. Paper X on this defender side. Just sadly, there's that opportunity. We're so solid ace in the bonus round. Let's see if he can get going. Controls yet.
Situated forward. Shadow one of yours, Max.
One thing I was curious about the paper X. How much attention they would give. One thing I was curious about the middle part of the map. You saw in the pistol round they gave quite a bit of attention to the bonus. That's why a little bit more utility.
Well, after we have this, James Sloan as well going to be situated. Utility that approach from tree. After we have James Sloan as well going to be situated. And pump the brakes on the approach from tree. Confident in either position here. So the potential to be traded out. So you can go back away. As we said, James Sloan position. Position at right back as well. The bottom line doesn't necessarily want to have to commit them into this position at right back as well.
One of the interesting things is it's a clone descent all the way over from the A side, even though somebody's been sitting where Marcus said. There's still a little bit of confusion in the LEVIATAN. Somebody's been sitting. We aren't entirely sure what the station is here. Usually the
They say hi to each other, but they get a spot on themselves. And there's only two players in that position. If we recognize say hi to each other before this rotation. They're good window. Shots out. Mission puts a damage. They don't beat back. They're not shut. With 10 seconds remaining, this fight could be going forward. Without that action. They intercept the 10 remaining. This fight could be going forward. So we like to linger from the mat. Let's go. See at the bottom and try to see if they can make this a bit more possible. It is very clean. Rex is moving at the bottom and trying to see if they can make this a bit more possible. The chamber is very clean on that on the map. We go back. We go the other way.
Position interceptor, the judge can do it again. But the concerning thing here for LEVIATAN is the haunted house is leading that stars with people the concerning thing going into this board round, they have to not know when something changes. They just prove conditions for this paper X team. The best offers in the world. Prove conditions, the challenge of paper X team. The best offers in the world.
The plays ball set up. It'll be a pop flash set out of that wall. More precious ball for the exit should it be necessary. Does he take it down? And it's kind of that wall back. Someone keeps it close. The left back still in the pocket. Someone keeps it close.
Use the clear some space, but you have to use the drone. We're in man's disadvantage, right? Clear some space, but in that pick, really get that open line some value. We're in man's disadvantage, right? To wait and see. In that pick, if we throw another smoke here at mid and try to keep Picker-X gaining opportunity. Picker-X happy to fall back and rely on some of the util they've got covering. Picker-X happy to all these entry points and some of the wall invade, covering Thorns here into his Forsaken, these points, Paranoia, after ready. Thorns here into his Forsaken,
Paranoia. This ball. Create some information along the we'll be able to get that strong pushing up from the pockets and be determined. We'll get this over the box. Next game. Shotgun go fly. You can ask facilities to get
really application. Let's jump back up to this night. Trying to bring some question marks on the time. Just trying to pick one of those rotation game. And Picker-X is so confident in the way to go. They can also spread the game. I was thinking it was still a ball here. Because they had over in the tree. I was thinking it was still move over there. Isolate Sato. Has to put on a double tree. Then he's there to TP up on top of Jen. Create that extra angle before that retake. And it's there to Picker-X. It'll be going up against an out this time. Before that, it'll be coming into it. So big round here for the economy. Also the against an out this time. Picker-X as well. Also the economy. So big and super great just yet. Picker-X as well. Also the economy.
next step. Picker-X going to be set up. There's a spot on the something. He'll make the TP. Next step. Picker-X going to be set up. Will be locked in. Gets rid of that trademark. On the buy, it will be locked in. As they just swing in, look apart these players that are looking to push through B-main out onto the site. As they swing in, look apart these players that are looking to push through B-main
options here
onto the site.
Picker-X is playing passive. Waiting out this trying to hide. Here.
So now it's going to be down there on the angle, but we'll get blinded up the down already.
Really smooth movement. Some of the best ever do right there from the line. Very, very clean teed up by Indy as well. The ultimate getting the first players and getting a kill. Ridiculous stuff. Now, yeah, there's that equal line here. getting cheeky, trying to get up ahead of this wall. Trying to go up and over it. They still make a pretty good read and a pretty good play. Paper Rex, though, when it comes to raw firepower, there's issues leaving in there, spamming away.
With that from the shadows, taking it back by the guns, passing the for the entry. Working way forward on the side of the hospital, finding the elimination.
This is a really good stuff for Paper Rex in terms of instant set, using that early base. Surprise, it's opening. And then we get immediately often he uses it to get information over to B-Man, confirms there's no presence on the outside of him. That allows Envy to cheat a little bit further forward there, put that Odin into a position where it can absolutely pop. It does. LEVIATAN in this home-based win condition. Gonna have to dial up something pretty special because we're getting beat at just about every punch.
Yeah, I mean, if you Paper Rex, sure, you put two ultimates into that one, you get the res. You still lose something, but on the other side, two ultimates as well, the tour de force and the atmosphere, both done for no real gain. Need to find something. See if Lever going to go around this one back and try to piece together what kind of product we get. And likely it's going to be a ton of half armor, so something wants to just bring it out into the equation. That can still be the very big for their side.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to go with the op. I mean, Paper Rex has plenty of cash for it if they want to, but it could be one of those moments where you try something a little bit different. They are going to be one away from Sato's ult, so the ult cycle here healthy for LEVIATAN, but they couldn't get the first round to go in this cycle. So we need to find a way to dial up something a little bit more special here. So certainly with, maybe King's TP in there, Spike's in with the Neon ult, some opportunities here where we have some kind of set play ready. This could be tough against this clock with all these walls. Actually, let's try to make this.
Reveals the attack. It's back going to something that really becomes TP around the corner. King as he got stick. The wall's still available to be committed. And Jimmy is inching forward. Wants his cover just out. We take the wall back. Continue to look perfect.
Incredible. Just the discipline that they showed and Forsaken, he's so well known on the owner for being one of those crazy TP players who's going to go somewhere you don't expect. That's something that LEVIATAN tries to do in the end. He says, well, I'm very aware. I know this game. I play it better than most. So looks like Spike's in 3 cut bombs to go. Or just the Neon on the full armor. He's trying to break through something. There's some angle beyond.
The exits once again, coming up the pace, pops the wall, the overdrive, he eventually gets put down,
So this time, William says, okay, let's see if we can use this knee off to just lower it past the bicycle. See if we can find the kill. The Payback's so ready for that already. They're lined up high low at the bottom of the stairs on the back side. And that means that there's not much that you can really do there, Spike. So that's really going to trade.
How long is this running back right now? Next arms have so many options that will just never an opportunity to try to commit it forward, always dealing with a player disadvantage, hitting anything early, having weaker weaponry. Even the tools that we do have to try to turn the tide to this are broken. All out points as well. Lining up. LEVIATAN, and they can work this equal away. But Joe Trick is going to be in place, something else, but two downs, got them all out.
See if he can trick paper accept it. You know what they need to do here? Looking to do 1v1. Scoop up the order. It's incredible what this team can do sometimes. Nice little call. Using to force Forsaken into a position where he has to turn to try and clear. Jin, outside of that, the rifling is just too much. So it'll be a problem to deal with. We're going to get damage in there. Something off of that drone, we're going to have to back up, give that space over. We do identify him anyway, but this is something.
Something is looking continue his reign of terror.
Look at the buy here. It's 3 guardians. It's not even a 4 buy.
Down to everything they can scrape together. It's going to be avoided from me off. Well, something repositioning, swinging people in the mid, and going to be taking that initial time. Will end up losing his life. And peek out. Hopefully he's winding up to spot something here. And really thinks this cool to just will lose it down his
to cut Paper X players one by one. It's a bit of an overstep from the Paper X team as well, but it's none of their MO. Take Easter famine on that. They come in to Masters London looking immaculate.
LEVIATAN who need to kick it into gear. We're always going to have to start putting on the other side. Now, we're going to halftime. We're going to hear from somebody I think is probably very good. I think I'm ready to say goodbye. What people are actually doing.
I might have found Paper X's biggest fan. Everyone say hello to me. Wasn't that actually have tickets for tomorrow? What did you do to make sure you could make it today?
So yeah, after I found out that Paper X would not be playing on the day that I bought my ticket, I contacted Paper X on every single social media. I sent it emails on everyone that I know that has connections to Paper X, and I sent a 3-minute video explaining why I'm the biggest Paper X fan out there. And I asked them for a ticket, and they hooked me up for today's ticket. Thank you so much, Paper X. So basically, I told them that I've been supporting Paper X since 2021, since my SG, since they didn't even qualify for international. I've been here since Shiva was still in the roster. That's so long ago. So I even wrote articles down on journalism when I was interning about Paper X. I'm back on my editor's provide and after about it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Paper X.
What inspires this loyalty with them?
It's just that I am a fan of underdogs. I've always felt like an underdog in my life. And Paper X, I just feel that connection, you know? It feels like if they can go far, I can go as far as them.
I don't know if you've seen this score. It's 11 to 1. I don't think they're underdogs anymore.
Yeah, they were underdogs, and now they're the Giants. And then one day, I can become a Giant.
I think you're on your way, and thank you so much for that into the game.
We will get back in for as long as Love will give us at this point. 11 round and Paper X to pick up the pistol. This is going to be cookies with Brady. This needs to be one and tell. Put on either side. Do exactly what Paper X just did to them. With Middleton. Just looking a little rusty, not quite awake here.
And we want Paper X to come into this. Holding rest, looking chipper, right as rain. Slowly making their way forward. Some kind of contact phase, but not the trip there. No pizza, so they play off of that. Paper X can walk it off.
Coming in, ball up. This is all the final sound as a at the back of the hand. Cleans up along with something about him at his feet. Clean head tap. Jason looking to take him down, keeps the spot as well as well. It's just the old 6 bullets in the headhunter. And the ball already broken for him. That's a real idea of that over-punch. Just like the hell. Moves up to the top of the flash. Holy blanks and auspicious for a little bit of
just runs out and completely fearless right through the paranoia, right through flashes. And this double down here from Jimmy, absolutely incredible to get the blowers off guard. And then the spike is down, and your normal reaction as a player is to want to get that spike and get it into the side as quickly as possible, but Jim uses that against his opponent. Mr. X just absolutely confident beyond belief, but now you just have to behind the wall here as the day's on, so a couple shotguns to Stinger, just ahead of Japan's. Full armor on 3 out of the 5. It would be a ton, so everybody going to be going to that off. Instead of just close up the wall.
It's going to situate that. Can be very easily played by those are most people. Pop it, jump out, cross. Shot out, and that connects on the summer. He's down to 3, down. But he was there with 2 players to one save. So when you go in, and try to keep this back going, just doesn't get easier for them. The ringer went there. Almost has managed to back away.
Taking a shot, it's cool. You know the shotgun's in place.
If he headshots this, he's rolling off the moment.
30 seconds ago.
So I'm staying top where he can.
Tired of off-season blues once champs is over? Fear not, because Valorant is coming to the Esports Nations Cup, where players sweat from their clubs and compete for national pride. With EMEA to every round to a chess match, is Brazil to turn every round into red. With Team USA Evo keep every single round. The final event of the year is not to be missed. Esports Nations Cup 2026. See you in November.
Why did you guys decide to stick to the Euro Cup?
We did try to change a few things. But didn't really work out for us. It turns out that everything we try we need a flash, so we can't play Ilya and Jet. So, and I think this particular plays well into this. I think having Sage and Vice allows us to stop the Phoenix, So it's something we really consider.
Getting the most value from the two Sentinels and the Euro Flash. Getting the most value.
I believed in Paper X. I believed in Paper X all along. We're going to win this. No, not at any point.
Never predict left to win this game, right?
Most one-sided half of Masters London. I mean, first time we've seen a 31 all year at the global event. Ridiculous. That was LEVIATAN's my pick. That was where they were supposed to try to get out some level of beginning. I'm ruined.
Yeah, your pickles aren't looking too great today, guys. I won't say that. Utter dominates and getting some PRX.
There's a reason why Paper X are the favourites for this tournament.
Yeah, I think they showed that on the first map. I think the fact that they can come in swinging like that, I mean, Envy having a great performance, we saw the ultimate usage, 329 ACX is just ridiculous. Divide only having one death. Yeah, lap maybe. Talk to me. No, this is honestly ridiculous for Paper X. I think they had a great read of how to play their early rounds. And you can see some of those here where they have these aggressive looks, be it these ideas towards mid or fighting early into an extremity, which really shoehorned Lev into going for hits on an expected side. And I think that's where the Sentinel utility was so valuable for Paper X. They were always holding on to the back wall or some use of Vice utility to completely hold the other side of the map, which meant they had very quick rotations, were always in the right position to flood. And LEVIATAN really never got out of a choke point this entire half. And you can see the ideas coming from Lev, trying to trip that prize ball early. We saw it popped up in main, and it didn't matter which side of the map they went to. As you said, Mimi, you saw Envy being able to fight through mid with that Odin. We also saw something with the operator fighting through mid, because you just had these such key Sentinel anchor players on the other side of the map, which was allowing them to take space wherever they needed to in that sense. Yeah, I think you also saw this Sentinel utility when Lev did just try and go for hits, be so disruptive to the way that they were scaling. There were so many rounds where it's one player out, next is getting hit by thorns or a slow orb or whatever. I just don't think they did a good enough job of actually baiting any of those tools out in the mirror, because they were getting shepherded into one angle where all the util was pretty much every round.
They were trying to default and break that Vice wall, but there were so many threats out there. And there's been a lot of discussion about something on the Euro, because it's a really unusual pick. You heard from Alex why they want that. They want it to be on the Flash. But we've got to take a look at this HyperX reflex moment of the match from something, because its op on defense was disgusting. It was gross. It was an absolute vile abomination. He was hitting shots everywhere, all over the place. And he hit a 2K mid on round 9, and then this comes out round 11.
Yeah,
What is that?
That is absolutely disgusting from something, and I think that this is why we were speaking about Paper X being able to start on the defense. We've spoken about the Sentinel, but also the threat of something being anywhere on the map with this weapon, maybe. He just is too good with it. It was honestly ridiculous. He got it on line, and I don't even know if he died once he got the off. It was just so incredible from him. You look at this entire Paper X team. Little slimer in his breast, he's actually happy for once. I mean, really that shot.
What could you possibly not be happy with about that map?
He found a way. I think there was one like replay game that it was molding up. Pretty happy otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, now they're going into two maps where they've been winning constantly. I said they're on a 10-match win streak. Well, 10-match, win streak, whenever Jimmy's able to play Raze. I mean, surely we're about to see more of the same, no? Can Lev actually bounce back in this one at all?
I think for Lev, I want to see what adaptations they make when we consider the defeat that they had on Lotus against NRG in the Swiss stage. And also just bring a bit of confidence. You know, we were seeing overfighting from Paper X and maybe not so disciplined at times because they knew that they had the momentum on their side. There is a change in that though, going into this jet rules competition instead. Literally, bar for bar, with the Paper X plays this now and trying to match them here. On that method, like you said, Josh, has been so incredible in European efforts. I think on defense especially, not for them to try to get another early operator up for something. If he gets that, the rest of the team needs to be so active elsewhere. They're brutal to shut down.
But this surely plays into the narrative of Leviathan, like baby paperbacks. Surely paperbacks are going to know all of the tricks that invented this.
Of course, we were literally joking during the Swiss stage that Lev had just rocked Paperex's composition, and like you mentioned, they're going to know those tendencies.
Let's send it over to Achilles and Paperfit to see how the series progresses. Kind of like bounce back.
Thank you very much, Monopoly Man. Yes, that is the question. Can they manage to find a foothold in this series? 13-1 on one map pick, certainly not what you want to be seeing from this one. Now they go to Lotus, the stomping grounds of Paperex, to try to see if they can turn around their misfortunes. Get themselves back into this game. The heels immediately get thrown through, so push back up the full line.
Here we go. Read here. I can at least consider a push out. And the tough games. We need to see what they do. We know the risk of Paperex. Considering to see Lev knows Paperex's tendencies, they're at least cognizant. See there could be some kind of quick work, quick play.
The slide forward, giving some greetings with that king, but really just has to silently drift across. He's going to step forward. As he carries, he's buffed to and has that shot this finds one pop up, just going to be set back, pulled over the waterfall. Jing, top 20 as well, swings out, and Neon has the head shot. Manages to stay alive, just 4 HP. He's for his teammates as much as he can offer. Now just envy. Another shot in hand to try to see what damage he can get through, but this is looking good for Leviathan. Another shot in hand to try to see what damage he can get through, but this is looking good for Leviathan. They have to try to isolate spots at first, but there's the top swing. He's staying alive. The pistol is theirs.
Yeah, this is great for Leviathan. Get that confidence flowing again. You see this a lot when our team gets blown out in the first map and then it's able to bounce right back. Effectively into the second, I will stick back to that Fnatic versus Apex match years ago on Vine, the first one on Vine, and then Fnatic bounced back, no problem. Certainly the start you were looking for here. I think the only concerning thing is that Paperex had a pretty good read on this round, but just got outdone in the close quarters battles. Little jump there from blows, able to avoid the brunt of that, right?
It's a barrier you walk about. It'll just run out that angle. Back up again, the heels can't come through. That's it. Just be upon itself, gets taken down.
Taken went and scooped up.
Position for sinking out to try to see if he can clutch this out. This block's still going to be down 1-4 backside.
Sweet spot.
This is a smoke, has a paranoia, sets that up. Swings this down. Back up the blue, the carrots will be ready to hold on. Henry Forbes is going to the bonus.
Decent damage done by Paperex, though. All things considered, if something wins that battle, it was very, very different, but putting some nice headshots there, Indy, with the classic, getting that one with the sheriff. Paperex invests a little bit into that round, so therefore the classic Guardian, instead of the half armor, for the buy, for that full armor buy, Paperex, situating themselves to contest this mount hit.
Alongside his teammates now, just been on the complete opposite side of the map to try to see if he can do any further damage here. Otherwise, it's going to be a very clean anti-bars with the Apex. That does come through, but now have to get 4K clutch. We're trying to convert this one. Maybe it's just themselves situated around the corner. Flashing out the ready for the 3-2-1.
means he's going to be a little bit funky here for Paperx coming into this round. Here's with the buys, going to look like more LEVIATAN. Good opportunity for an outlaw coming into this next round. Jimmy's going to have that showstopper there. I like this from Neon. Really nice pickup.
Maybe they thought that he was going to be playing anti-flash right away. He just faces forward, takes his chances. Same showstopper now on the line. So the half arm versus Leon with his outlaw can absolutely face.
Both boom dots there. Lev definitely not wanting to mess with that. Off the rip. Just looking for that re-aggression. Definitely not wanting that power. Just get a quick spot there under the last trailing player. Paperx gonna quick spot there, shift around their formation just a little bit. LEVIATAN taking their time. Those aggressive early push-outs of B. A little bit. King, LEVIATAN, trying to put himself in a spot where he can counteract that. There was another walkabout from the PRX boys, but in a spot where he clear Peter of rubble. Of all of this sky detail, he does spam a little bit, but this isn't decided not too much just yet, and that may be all according to plan.
Spot from Jane, not going to see anything. They've already cleared past rubble. Sliding forward towards the door. Jane not going to see anything. They've already cleared past rubble. Jump peek out. And now in the back door, it's going to be dead. Right along forward into trade. This is his life something still waiting for this last King to be struck down. Before the pop down to the shortstop. Does have the full armor. Smoke blue. Leaving the on space. Clear of the seekers. Alerting them. The seekers press scenes, but for sake of the same time as a look on spike scene. Rebound to the left side. Look at the push. Is play. Two players alive. LEVIATAN maintaining the lead 3-1.
Yeah, they're playing really disciplined here. Kind of like what we saw in the second. Now they're hitting some of their shots. Leon in particular. Really driving. Great call there. Just dipping in the outlaw. See what they can get done with that. They just went right on to Indy. Indy tried to challenge it, maybe thinking that it might be a sort of value. They see this all the time where there's a little guy who's playing with that door category. Then it's a little bit frustrating. You're going to lose that showstopper too, and now you're on an equal as Paperx. So that's a brutal round. LEVIATAN giving themselves a really good chance to stretch this stuff.
Let's talk about like frustration there for Alex. In the arms of the pop. See the good parties in the pocket for second of each. Second of Jimmy's there as well. Really cool. Something in the box up there. For him to do it the 2v2 the jump spot. He's still sticking around the net. He's going to be look at tying things up, the economy broken down inside of LEVIATAN. It breaks well ahead as far as the ults are concerned as well. Maybe now backpedaling over to the door. Line ready to counter swing. He's there. He holds his own for one. Showstopper. Dodges it, but now something on the approach around the back. Will be loaded by this wall. King's still alive and in the mix. Pops that to them to continue considering the flag, but it looks like they're considering the pivot into the B side where something. It's getting more and more committed. Sprints back and out, the swing coming through. Sprints back and out, it's dangerous there. 65 right between the two of them.
Look at Utah with the waist.
line. Now, able to get that smoke in play. Has to stick on his one for a post play. Does he just send it? Does he get given it?
This is just the individual brilliance of Paper X on display. Able to outdo some of their opponents in good moments here. Some trades early. I like the attempt to the dodge from Lindy. I mean, he at least doesn't die to the showstopper. But then something all over the map. They're fading out the wall, rotating back through, understanding that he could be going for this over because Devi's holding A site so bright and ready and has a great cloud burst to set him up for another angle. And then he rotates again. And he completely fools LEVIATAN.
They're looking to go aggressive and see, at least with that orb, try to cycle up another round of secrets with Rose. Something is.
Yeah, he's got that too good. He's all on his own. This is scary.
I think it's so I think maybe anticipating that to be up the top. I think we're going to see that A a little bit rewarded with that operator. Finds the kill Forsaken, going to be struck down the peak but it does not connect. Forsaken, going to be struck down the peak. Repositioned back onto the site, trying to see if anyone gives him an angle. This one into this, and we're just back settle for now. They're staying statuesque. Toughed around the corner. Trailblazers want to lead the way. Something considers chasing it, but this is maybe a bit of seems like the Paper X is starting to rotate out. Not expecting that everyone is wanting to just sap your mount.
Yeah, they're anticipating it off of that Trailblazer that LEVIATAN would make a move with that info that was gathered from the Paper X side. Being extraordinarily cautious on this attacker's side. Constantly taking these pauses, trying to wait Paper X out. We know that it can be one of those things that gets into Paper X's head. Is they gotta keep moving, they gotta keep going, and use that against them sometimes.
75 seconds in, they'll hear this Trailblazer. So 2v4, they'll find this site empty. There is not even a look of futility from the right side there. That could be a crossing. King over watching leave. Checking this angle and Jordan making call up to the find the kill. Now still going at the way. To the side of the goal. 25. But still, the player deficit. Still, Jordan's going to get straight to the other side. He's going to take it away. It's 3v3 now. They're also here something. Look at the point for the sits him down here. It takes a lot to get there. Again, good flank awareness from LEVIATAN. They're being very cautious in terms of making sure that they know that Paper X is going to want to get in their backside quickly. And even with Jim trying to cheeky up and over, they're still ready for it. Situation post-play there for LEVIATAN, and they can't hold down. There's something holding onto that blade storm there. It's a nice counter through the steel garden. I'm feeling this for those cleats around the corner. It's little things like that that are so difficult to play against. Very few teams play like Paper X. Last hit now, they're going forward, TP into the side, spikes it around, Instead able to touch trying to build that space, trying to push over. They're not telling you to get the run. The pace and it's looking pristine. LEVIATAN. It could be allowed for Paper X to start running away with this. There's something in the goalkeeper club for the operator. That will tie it up 4-4. Back Trailblazer not going to be a spot out. This is still a gargantuan task, even for somebody of something's caliber. You have to expect that this is just going to be a save. For somebody pushing something's caliber.
Just a matter of they're going to try to clear it. Take the gun. Some money in the bank for Paper X. It's doing something in Indy. I really want to keep this operator going into the next round.
We're just sticking around trying to see if he gets these exits, but LEVIATAN wise to it and make their way through the connector out towards the A side of the map, keeping everybody else alive. So 4 weapons going to be carried over, so they're looking to build up this economy for themselves. Paper X, it's rough around the edges. Dash your hand from Indy to the other players. Widely buying down, so 4-4, LEVIATAN not going out without a fight.
For sure. And this is them winning a lot of individual battles. They're trying to play off the back of those flashes quickly. Leviathan, Casado was able to hold the line. When he's on fire, that's what Leviathan is. Definitely scary. We'll see him pick it up. Hard not to like the way he's been playing so far here in London. A little bit of a rough start though. But that round right there, difference maker for sure.
Boomba out, TBL. Going to pop something, looking for the paint. It's his exit, the upgrade have to be used as rubber for second at the same time. Can we take it down and scale out of that main door? Again, just dispatched from Leon. Now this was a lot of envy. Dropped his rubber. Peak from Maine. Peak from Rex are getting scattered to the winds.
They're losing these 1v1s now.
And now they're rotating off the site. Rex are getting scattered to the winds.
They have to gamble one way or another.
Now they're rotating off the site.
One way or another. Keep that up in safe positions is probably what you're considering here. Keep that up in safe positions is probably.
Once again, Leviathan is going to look to run down the clock a bit. Go for that slow creep forward. See that they have this side empty. It's the buy. We'll start playing back towards this side. Just a sheriff in hand. This side empty. We could put 1 or 2, but I suspect that it's not going to be able to hold its own for very long. Part of that Trailblazers will move forward the smoke out. They're going to be disappointed on. Who's very much ready for it. Immediately has the shutdown for jigging something. It's time to just tuck back. Wait for this fight to erupt.
You could definitely go hunting now as Leviathan. You should be pushing the map very quickly here. They already are. Go hunting now as Leviathan. So Jay should be pushing. Heard that flash over in water, so he's just gonna try something a little bit different. Nice that we're going to be able to save that Sky ult as well here as Leviathan going into the next round. Kind of curious if maybe this is where Alex gets involved here as Leviathan. Time to calm the boys down a little bit.
Yeah, I have to suspect there's going to be a timeout off the back of this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might want to talk about some of these isolation plays that they're trying to make, some of these 1v1s that they're taking. Probably just say, hey, I know we have a great ascent, but let's tighten the screws a little bit. Let's get this ship sailing back in the right direction. Let's right now. The wind's against us.
You see the timer stop, so the timeout call will be coming through. There's the Paper X leading and trying to assess how they're getting back into this one. It's just been a lot of contact fights that they're not winning, resulting in these very early advantages for Leviathan. So, what a swing condition for them is just pump the brakes, play it slowly. I know that Lev is going to be more than happy to do just the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the discussion here. Is look, we know what they're doing. They've shown us a few fast rounds, right? Like we had the one on the feed where they're going to dive in. Don't counter, play for these retakes. You know, we're doing a great job in that regard. Even when we've been at an odd man disadvantage, if we wait for the full forces, if we play together, that's when they're at their best. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure that you've got the support there before you start making your moves. Make sure you're doing that, and just probably just chill a little bit. I mean, the aim's been a little bit off compared to what we saw in a sense, so probably things come through. But yeah, it is the defender side of Locust, but believe it or not, folks, Paper X has been better on the defender side of this match, so probably want to make sure that you're getting as much value as you can out of this. Make sure that you're not in an alt cycle really, other than Forsaken's ult, which you never know when he's got that in hand what the hell he's going to do.
Could do something wild. It's more away from having a showstopper back online. So if you're going to try to fight this amount, rather struggle, secure that board. You can get away with anything else but left. They have the numbers stacked up here, so they are more than ready for a scrap. And some shot not going to be connecting. Little jump across the side, and Nia just faces forward, brings him out of range, still able to run that kill. Seeker's now going to be sent outside, going to get the lock, levels 10 kid. Down Jing, and that is going to be a 3-player advantage. It's a timeout call, whenever they had drummed up, it's better on the side of left. Releasing Nia, good for another, swings out. Swept in the taps to 5, dead. And it is a flawless for Leviathan to get up to 6.
Neon is actually insane right now. That Phantom is hot, to say the least.
Good Lord.
Oh my god, this one right here. He's down. Demons with Divide. That one little bit frustrating, you know, something there, a little bit baited. Thought he could go for the crazy flick, you know, maybe that early one on his neck, kind of feeling that he could hit anything.
Now the operator's outside. That's a showstopper. Going to be invested here. Michael Duelist! Finds it from behind. Still. Just looking so slick, so easy. We're not here to find the kill. Didn't even tease it up. Took it low, and now it's just a body. Dead on the push of the smoke. LEVIATAN up to 7. The lead at the half now is secure. With one more round to be played.
Just on it. I mean, a great coordination here. The deep flash to get some space. I mean, just insane stuff with the showstopper into a blade storm. Paper Rex is trying to see if they can counter that. Doesn't like to play, doesn't like the ideas. Trying to see if they can losing both duels that fast. Showstopper. Don't need that second half spot.
Maybe not really been playing.
Right?
Swing again. It's your stopper at the ready. Shot up from something. Pops that tailwind, meanwhile, Leon has the operators holding down. Shot up from something. Position it now, making sure that there's no real deep right push coming through. The jumping shot, Envy. Eliminated. There's still way to counter swinging back quickly. So he gets out that way. It's turn that able to find the kill. The line out eliminated, and Paper Rex continues to struggle. That's precision. And Whiskey TP but manages to get out of it and find the kill on the side. Forsaken will get traded now. The 2v2. The showstopper still available to Jing. Forsaken will get traded now. Continuing around, the plan will be committed to something. Staying in place. The operator getting closer and closer. He's scoped in something, however, doesn't have the angle. Winning the dashes towards the showstopper to try.
Forsaken just in the nick of time, dodging the paranoia. Something Johnny on the spot. Forsaken at a moment. And yeah, like you said, the showstopper is still there for Jake. They're able to make it to 5.
Ludicrous way to close out 5th round and win the LEVIATAN. Still having the lead by 2. We'll see if they can close out this round. We'll come back after the break.
What did the win against Energy teach you guys as a team?
Eu acho que a vitória com o me ajudou muito, porque eles são um time muito experiente, jogaram muito nacional, e eu acho que esse jogo deu muita confiança pra gente pro resto do campeonato.
I would say that it brought a lot of confidence for us for the rest of the championship because Energy is a pretty good team with a lot of experience as well, so I'm really happy with that. We got confident with that.
Nice, big lifting for Lev. You guys have the right form, right meta, and also kind of the right amount of experience to win out this tournament. So, any worries for you coming into today's matchup?
Personally, I'm worried about ourselves rather than the opponents. If it's a good day and it's good to go, maybe they don't play as well. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Into the second half of our second map here to start off the playoffs. LEVIATAN rallying back. They're getting slaughtered on a set. They're looking right as rain so far. On low, it's Paper Rex on struggle street. Need to find this pistol, trying to swing it back into this. Otherwise, Lev might just be pushing it all the way to split.
Yeah, it's been on the back of Dion. He has been incredible on that jet. I mean, you know, we've seen it in the group stage when teams have tried to mimic this paper Rex comp with the jet and the raise. Not too much success, but here today, Leviathan has kind of fixed some of their problems. They've got some of that confidence, they've got some of that firepower going, they've got the coordination going. Everything you need here. Winning is lacking against NRG. In fact, the Global Esports as well, who tried this comp against XLG, and it didn't work out. So, your paper Rex, the Pioneers, maybe they're going to be railroaded. Your paper Rex, the Pioneers, Flash, maybe. I'm still ready.
With Pop, that's going to be big styles. Trailblazer points too. So the inside the body is going to take off. They've been coming off the back for 3 rounds. People right to it. It's over to the seaside. Right now to come through. Still decent first point utility. The Trailblazer with the flash as well as the paint shot.
This should be really challenging for a left. You have a couple sheriffs. The ability to make a difference real quickly just with the shooting alone. That's mostly what they're going to be relying on.
Smoking the front of that spike there. See all the members will try to get on with the Trailblazer. Only spotting out the one player. See all the members starting to feel more and more comfortable that all of them are going to be on the side. So H-Up going to be layered in first and foremost, just buying that time. Pop up 56. Going with the Philippines.
Solid little move on the call here by Paper Rex. They're giving enough space for B, but they can rotate in through one. Even though something they're going to like get a pause, they can't put in the space they needed. They were able to set up for that backside post play. So a couple times here in London, how tricky that can be against defenders to try to clear that. It's coming in. I'll offer to buy. It's going to be something with the stinger. Maybe just a sheriff. Jamie Forsaken is going to be grabbing the Bulldogs. We'll buy up that order for Leviathan.
With Rex gambling towards the stack. Big shot there is going to be a more Presenting him every single bit of the pot to his candy up. He can take him down. Top to the corner, the camera is flying. Looking at the chance to get gets Cherry over, can't take it down. Look back to 40 tables up, now going to be spotted. So the second repulsion off the Paper Rex. Starting off the attacker's side, one well.
Yeah, it's just, again, a lot of what Leviathan is trying to bring to the table here is these surprise maneuvers with the dashes from the jet to break the angles. And then the follow-up behind it. It almost works. It comes down to close. They did quite a bit of damage in that one. So, one rifle going to be bought up here. Pass that over to Jing. Am I going to stick out a sheriff? Something with the outlaw this time.
Passing that over. Needs to be headshots. He wants to find the insta-kill. Pretty full arm on the side of Leviathan.
He's looking for that. A little peek out early. Running ahead of the curve. Opening the door, looking for that B hit. Going with expectations a little bit. A little bit of a different approach. Keep spreading the map.
Stops them from getting any more information while they're on. Second forward trying to make their way to trade. So we're seeing Thorns pop down. Shot from something that is going to be able to connect. Splits into the pass down to 10. Those are all the ways. I feel it's going to take sometimes. The rotation's going to start coming through. Those are going to over top back up.
Maybe they try to feed Orton. Virginia instead, they want to get on the site. They know they have an opportunity. They've been toying with the map. This is some really stellar mid-round in front paper backs to buy themselves this space.
Saw him out there, you can't. Slowly down his push from waterfall. Second. It's just something. Still with it. Smart the guy. Hold on. Trying to find a bit more success. King still at 4.5. Still in the spot of Botch available. Trying to get to survive with the conversion as they regain the lead.
It's very close, playing for some good strength, but that one right there for blows. That little flick up to the top. Stellar. That was probably the difference maker. Yeah, a little bit frustrated. There was something that happened in that post plant. Still a lot of good damage done by Paper X. They're looking to maybe challenge the Mound Angle once again. Mounded at 4 left, using those guns to not body up any further.
Leon does get a last second breath on his turn. I'm sure if you want to cancel that jump or if you just whipped it either way. Just keep that position posted up top.
It may have just been a equal gathering maneuver.
Yeah, okay, let's go. But guys, remember, they break the door. So everyone can play here, okay?
I'm gonna pick up you.
You don't play, you don't play.
Take it. Just like the past. I'm taking.
Okay, semua ada jauh isa. Isa. Kita pilih sini mau satu sub. From press, yes, be ready. Okay. Ready? Okay, Maya, ready? Kena Tony, can we just go? Kasati, we just go.
That's another kill. Just counting for seconds number on this map so far. Big line taking up all into the stack. Blackberry still up there. It's so good. Penetrate from the back corner. Close. Stairs tall. Really close round and out came. Let's see if he can pull up a clutch. Leave the damage, but still be good. I found anything at all. Paper X fanned out across the site. And those are covered. It looks like King not going to try to make a go of this, or at least wants to clear out running. Maybe tough to wait. Go for exits. Either way, it seems like this round is going to be done, and Paper X will tie up at 8-8. Go for exits. Either way, it seems like this round is going to be done, as Paper X will tie up.
See if King. He's smart. Clever.
Building on the jam. That Paper X would like. Alex still got his frustrations going around. They found themselves tied up.
And you've got a pretty interesting scenario here coming up in the next round in terms of ultimates. Indy's going to have his, Divine has his, so a lot of ability here for Paper X to maybe try to dial up some kind of fast hit off of the back of those ultimates. Use the Seekers to lead the way, use Divine's ult to clear some space on his site, get a plant in, to get the round going that way. Get a plant in. For his fast beam hit here. No doubt about this.
Watch back in though. Players on the rotation through the wall. We're pulling that ace on the map, but Seeker's just going to get cleared up by something. Spot down, trying to get smoke starting to dissipate. Leon looks like he's going to have to be the one to really break through. Give the team a chance in this position. Putting away from the paint shells. Time still being blocked, forsaken now. Jordan and BB. They're only going to be sent through. It's taking low, has the knocks in the back up. It's still guarding. Just get connected. This is looking at the play. So much more. Just get into it. The time starting to way down. Forsaken.
You want to go a little bit in a different direction here with Paper X. We're going to try this B-side. We're able to pop some into that U-turn early, get in there, get the post play. The second lays it nicely, waits out the smoke, knows that he has time on his side because he can just pull him off for a little bit. He's not going to be able to do anything but try to go for the stick on the retap. It's going to be a timeout for it will be a time. I'll talk about this defender side a little bit. Things starting to slip away. Conley, all over the place for the team. There are a few players who can theoretically buy, but many who can't. So this 20-based win condition. Talking about some of the overall map theory here. I mean, I think that's okay and trying to go through the retakes. It's just, you intentionally gave up that space of because you got the bike suits over there thinking it's kind of safe, but if Paperex just did you, you did an F on the other half, so you just get up and over with those two duels so fast. Just isn't really time to recover, and because something is instantly scaling in towards heaven there, towards their spawn, and creating that extra buffer for Paperex getting into play. It's just so difficult to react with time.
Well, understandably, Neon's going to go for the force of this phantom. He's got the cash behind him. He has been slain on this map. 23 probed and 30 at the bottom of this jet. The race is on Struggle Street a bit. Both showstoppers have a lot of shots of getting over, going to kill. Looking like Marty wanted to be able to fight out towards C now, but there's no Paperex presence on that side of the map.
You're kind of hoping here that maybe gets a little bit anxious. Yeah, I'm worried about James Alt. Like, are they going to commit it here?
It's going to be a fast rotate. Boys are going to be cleared before it can swing that corner. Players now arriving on the B side. LEVIATAN in a position to go for a very fast clutch play. Back into A. The door will have to get broken. The buy is going to be taking the shot. The wheel of this match blows with ease. Right out there, he's out the roof. It's Watson has blocked it up. So he finds it good on the line. He's going to take it down to the outlaw. And has a reroute. Looks like he's making his way through upper now. Sodom as well. Not putting a big signal on something, and I can't blame him. He's making his way through upper now. Sodom as well. Still guarding. Do you try to invest this? Careful what this recovered. 2.5. Cleaning up the play of Sodom. Let's get in position. Tippets across now for the reposition. Jay. Shot. 2v3, so at least a chance to get some damage. 10 days. Need to start turning things around from here.
Good news here for LEVIATAN is you did take it awfully closely for Paperex. You got the vault out of it. Their economy not in the best spot necessarily to put in line to this one, sure. But you've been doing some pretty good damage. Now you're going to be going into your alt cycle. You're going to have that operator for Neon. Doing some pretty good damage. Now you're going to have the showstopper, so there's some really good tools here to get your guy. Give yourself another good chance here, but Paperex starting to slowly claw their way into a match victory.
Showstopper going to be sent out for sake of immediately. Skips down, gets out. Going to be committed to the whole head. Stops him in the middle, left him down. Meanwhile, last back to cross, and Smuggler taking that suit, going to the HP. And he is knocked down to 1 HP. Hold a lot, but maybe just dispensing. He's into the corner. He's into the blind chain. Takes the exit. This kills. Back into the favor. Leon trying to assess which angle this is. Whitney cannot get them over the line. 2 players survive, and again, that one away from tying it up.
I think Paperex here just doesn't register that there's going to be this exploitation. It's going to be after that steal, but I think they just have to leave James. It's exactly what you're laying for this round. And instead, they try to double down and take the fight, but that's a tough one to take. They're just going to cut funds for the Blade Storm and Full Armor Bandit sitting behind it. Again, this is what I'm talking about. You've been doing so much damage to Paperex economy now, it's starting to rear its ugly head.
Really gets up off to something. Taking down 20 health, and the back pivots are coming through. The updraft, so has to just wait out these thorns. Neon ready to pop the door, go for the backstab. Something will fall this fight now on the floor tonight. There's just no way to break this. Pressure being applied from all angles. She'll shut down as well. Applying even more damage. This point feels like it's just a matter of time until Neon is able to block through the wall. Moving running low on bullets. Fortified. This is possible. We'll take it down. That's a fair clean round for Leviathan. The ball is a tie up at 10-10. The quality on the side of Paper Ranks completely absent.
Now they're taking some really nice fights. Right here now, the great flash from the Vice to tee him up. Beautiful timing from King, who has been so good with his YouTube. Guaranteed, that's where he's going.
A bit worse as well. Double digits hit for both squads.
Yeah, I think this is probably what I'm talking about. A couple of rounds here where they've been outdone in that regard, where they've kind of brute forced their way through, and I think they got too much confidence from it was round 18 there where they brute forced their way into A, and yeah, they got through and made it work, but it still kind of cost them for them anyway because they ran into the stack room of LEVIATAN, and then a couple rounds ago, again, Jing gets into the sight, but they get the steel guard out. Jing's doing what he really gets caught by it. He's stuck on there. They've done some damage. And instead, they try to go for the refight through that door without the right util to really clear it. Instead, they try to go for the... And even then, it's still a big gamble because you've given up that opportunity for LEVIATAN to make those rotations. So, probably just talking a little bit more about how they want to approach the map. They're going to be coming into an eco. Simply going to go with the Marshal, it looks like. Everybody else sheriffs. It's getting close. It's getting interesting.
That's exactly what Luck needs. They can just avoid dropping another thrifty over. Full position to extend this over to split. With the glimpse from Will just make his exit. Easy enough shot. Just make his exit.
So good on this map. It's crazy. He is out of control. So good on this map. This wall here. He's out of control. X is just trying to bait this a little bit. They're actually going to make a move because Blows is ready.
How do players that they might anticipate it? Looks like they're trying to push the issue.
For LEVIATAN. It was just one little mistake. It cost you so much. Still did for still have the money. Now a lot of players are going to be bought down in those credits. Pivotal round. Especially with Paper X swinging their way over towards the A side.
Wow, there's a secret one from a showstopper. Grabs the orb, sends it immediately, TP past this wall for second.
Has been talked about coming into this match with Jing's Rays. People relatively quiet until this round, and he finally comes to life with a big one, gets the showstopper, gets the 4K, and gets Paper X one away.
On the verge. Well, 2-0 to start off the run here at the playoffs. They get tired of can make them connect.
And this is what you're talking about. That's exactly how you want to utilize your YouTube and make sure that whether it be whether it be which one of those are you going to think about fighting for? You've got the exact same setup, so where do you want that flash to land? Do you want to commit the paranoia to it to make sure you can get it? The paint shells are 100% coming out wherever you're fighting. Just a matter of, is your coordination going to be better than Paper X's if you run into each other? That's just the big question. This is a lot I think about just this one specific round and then maybe a few little macro ideas talking about, hey, let's show not giving us quite so much space. Let's be a little bit more proactive in the input game. Once Paper X dug in there, impossible for Dragons.
I don't know about you, but I for one would love to see this go to overtime. It's LEVIATAN. We need to make that happen to try to claw their way back into this. See if they can get it done. Sleeping at them, and that alone is enough for him to gain control. Yeah, looks grab off that orb cell. So putting his life on the line. Heals the drive. About a smattering damage, but did some back in exchange. The heals are going to be there.
How many knives do you have to use there? It's important.
The final reset. Lead one time. Now just collect the gun as well. Instead over to the teammate who's pulled on it himself. Looks like it's going to be the former. We'll take the Guardian in hand and slow scale forward from Paper X to continue to creep up towards the more stacked site. Just get tucked away. Which is ready. Something he blows, gets the ball in exchange. Intercept with it. A 2v3. Shoots off that damage from the thorns. In play, the first to arrive, the jump spot, has seen him. The second push, he's on either side. He's jumping over that board. The shorty, looking for the kill, 17 bullets remaining in the mag. Let's go ring around the rosy, the tap of the diffuse, remaining in the mag. Not committing to it quite yet, though. He only has 6 out to it quite yet. Rose has to try to go for the push, he has to go for this kill.
Young squad, but it's still not enough. When time and time again you hear this, you go up against Paper X for the first time, and it ain't easy.
Well, it can't be too upset about that. It's a good rally back after getting massacred on the opening map. But every time I think there was still one future still there. The wrong, fucking hit Masters London. Like you said, you're playing up against the train for the first time. You're probably going to get your own speed.
The momentum is coming. If you would fix Paper X teams, not much you can do sometimes. It gets on it. But you know, there's some shaky. There's things that other teams are
We'll see how they're going to be rebounding after this, as they, of course, are going to be towards Paper X trying to put themselves in that upper bracket. The big ring coming up as that first seed team from BCT Pacific. It's still plenty to reassess and work on with the day off.
It's just crazy. Paper X team, what they can do sometimes.
They are certainly a wild bunch, but probably the one who's shown a little bit brighter here today is the Finals. Let's hear from them in the Razer Pro.
There are so many fans who've been waiting weeks to meet their favourite team. I'm going to come in and steal Divide from them for just a moment. Divide, can I just chat to you super quickly? We know that you wanted to work on your pistols and your postmarks coming into London. 3 out of 4 pistols won today. You must be happy.
I mean, it's a good improvement. I think the paper fans should be happy about it. Yeah.
And are you happy with yourself? Because you were 15 to 1 on that opening lap of the 7th.
I'm not complaining with it.
So let's talk then about what happened on Lotus. Because it's fair to say Leviathan weren't able to hit their shots against you in that opening lap, but they fought back on Lotus. Did that take you by surprise?
I think it's bound to be a hard match, especially on Lotus because they're in the same corner as us, and I mean, I'm not shooting really good shot, so hopefully, yeah, it's a hard one.
So what did Alex say to you? In that timeout he called after round 20 when it was 10-10. What got you over the line in that conversation?
Guys, I know you guys are chill, but I need you guys to be calm, okay? So chill and breathe.
And you chilled and you breathed, and now you're here meeting your fans. Very quickly, anything you want to say to all the PRX fans who turned out for you today?
Thank you so much for coming, supporting us. I didn't know that we have so many fans in London, so yeah, you guys are lit.
You're going to see so many more of them. Stick around, we're coming up after this one.
Incredible win from Paperbacks there. I'm here with Billy and with Coach Alex as well. The way that you announced yourselves on the playoff stage with a